Hi and welcome to Draw Plans. I'm Tom Norris and today we're going to have a look at things we can do to help us find the right layout. So this is one of our projects. It's a live project and I have a client who is actually away on holidays at the moment, but they've left me with this particular position of trying to find the best layout for something. So I'm going to explain it. So here we are. We're in London, southwest London, lovely 1 million plus house, and this is the existing layout. So it's just got the bare bones of the layout here, no frills. So what I've done is I've sketched it out. Big reception on the front, lovely dining room, and the kitchen is in here. It's right tucked away in the middle. This was this is absolutely standard type of Victorian terrace, and another lounge at the rear. So that would be the original house, and in this case they added on a bit of a conservatory at the back, but it's done very well, and it's done actually to building regs, which means it's actually nice and warm. Big thick walls, lovely double glazed units all the way around, quality piece. So it's not just a pure old conservatory. So this is the rear lounge, and I can show you a few photos just to give you a feel. Let me just bring this in. So you probably might be thinking it's a bit old-fashioned, and it is, because these are an elderly couple, and they're looking to shred their old-fashioned image and go a little bit modern. So this is the rear back room, rear lounge. That's the conservatory I was telling you about, and this is you can see we got wooden floor going all the way through. These are a few photos I took. So in lots of these Victorian homes, you have the lovely stained glass doors and side lights, and then tessellated tiles to the front hallway. You can see this has been in great condition. The style is a little bit late 80s, 90s, you know, the stripped pine doors. These are the original doors, all stripped, tessellated tiles, a dado rail, bit of, you know, embossed paper underneath, plain paper on top. So, yeah, stripped floorboards. It's got all the ingredients from the late 80s and 90s. This is their front lounge, and it's actually quite nice. It's got the stripped look. It's got the American washed timber. It's very soft, very relaxing. So I feel like I'm intruding now because I shouldn't perhaps be showing these photos. But anyway, here we are. We're in the front hall again. We're going through. Let's see how we go. We're going into the old kitchen and dining room. So this is it's more like a breakfast room rather than dining. And this is the old kitchen, which has seen better days. It's about 35 years old. So I'm giving you a feel of what it is before we kind of go back to the drawings. And as you can see, this doesn't need a makeover. This needs demolition. This needs stripping out. Right, so let me get back to the drawings. Got a feel for the quality. So big rooms, lovely Victorian house, but needs to be modernized for what we're doing. So what the client is interested in is getting rid of this as a kitchen because it just doesn't seem to work anymore. And they want to be able to use this as, but believe it or not, this is a big house and it doesn't have a loo downstairs, no toilet to the ground floor. And these people are getting elderly, so now I guess they're getting to the point where they want to future-proof their home a little. So, and by that I mean a shower downstairs and potentially closing this off here so that they end up having a room that theoretically could become a bedroom if someone was sick or they had an elderly relative staying. That could become a bedroom, and if we then have a little shower room, WC, toilet shower room here, that would work really, really well. Effectively, it's almost like an ensuite to this bedroom. So a bedroom here, at some point, doesn't have to be a bedroom initially. It can be used as a study or a rec room or a music room, but initially close up here where they opened this 30 years ago now, close up here, get a shower room in of some kind, and get a utility. So she was after a utility / larder, and that's all great. So it's a question of getting things to work. Now, client said that didn't really want to move this doorway because there's lots of gorgeous moldings on the ceilings, etc. So it would be very costly to move this, say, down here. Because of the cornicing and the picture rails and all that on the ceiling. So we're looking to avoid doing that. And they also said that they wanted to maintain this if at all possible. Again, this is an original arched, soldiered arched brickwork opening with, it's a door with side light, and this is a tiny side light. So why that's there, I don't know, but the main thing is they want to keep it. So as you can see then, it's slightly problematic in that you have a utility / laundry, no, / larder, and then they want a WC with a shower. They don't want to move this partition and door, and they want to keep all this to get access to the garden. So it's not as simple as one might think. And the new kitchen is going to go in here. A new kitchen with some sort of island perhaps, and then the dining becomes here. So this is how I approached it, and basically the aim of the tutorial is to show you how we solve the problems. We listen to what the brief is, we listen to what the client says, and then we see how best we can address it. So right now, this is my first attempt at solving the problem. Now the first attempt should always be the most basic changeover. So yes, what was instant for me was this door needed to be reverse hung. So we swapped it over, because at the moment this would interfere like crazy here. So at least turn the door, reverse the door. So that's been done for the drawing here. And then we make a door opening, we run a partition down the middle. We've got a little bit of wall between this tiny window and the door and side light. So we ran a wall, which just to see what the proportions would work like. And as you can see, we've managed to get a family-sized basin, a family loo, and then a decent shower, a walk-in shower. Sliding door, can be sliding door, it could be a full walk-in. We took the window out here and we're using glass blocks or glass bricks, which means you're going to get some light coming through all the way, and then you put in an extractor for ventilation. So the shower seems to work fine. The utility, my view, that's a bit of a letdown, because all you're getting is one run here, and for the base units, by the time you put a washing machine in, a little unit for the sink, you're only left with this much. You're only left with about 800 mil wide of units. And then as for a larder units, she wanted larder units on the top to be able to put additional food away and so on. So yes, it's functional, yes, you could use it, but in my view, it's, we can do better. So here we go, let's give it a little go. This was the next version. Now I'm going to keep the versions in play all the time so we can see what the differences are. So this one, again, the door got switched over, that's fine. Kept the opening as per the first effort. The only difference is we now closed up the back door, and we put in one new window all the way through. Now by doing this, of course, we added another 80% or 70% onto the kitchen, onto the utility facilities, say. We had a lot more worktop, a lot more units, a lot more wall area. So that would have been, that's certainly a more attractive element. Shower, basically the format there remains the same. So as I say, this is the mere basics. So the idea is to show the client that because they tell you that, oh, I want to keep this and I want to keep that, and what you got to do is you got to keep that in mind, but also don't be afraid of showing them that This is what happens if you change your mind on that, or you backpedal on keeping the door. So we can't just close it up. We've got to provide some other way of accessing the garden here. They do have access down the bottom through the dining area and coming back, but they liked having it here in the middle. So for the side return. So what I did was I took out this window here and I popped a small pair of French doors in there. So now that would be a big effort. That would be, well, I mean, that's actually going to look fantastic for this study room or bedroom or whatever. So it's now it's a bedroom with doors to the garden and of course shower room toilet. So it's really, really neat. So that works. And in my view, adding the doors to the bedroom or to the study room is an attractive way of doing it. Likewise, you get a much better utility / larder. So we're getting there. We moved a few steps up. So now what we're going to do is look at the next phase. So again, let me try and zoom in a little for you. So for this one now, we have to start thinking outside the box. So thinking outside the box, again, the aim is to provide the client with what they want, but do it in the best format possible. So I wanted to see what happened if we did if we did it the other way around, so to speak. You see, the toilet and the shower doesn't have to have a window because that's quite common. So we pop the doorway in here and we put the partition. Instead of going down the middle, we put a partition in here, made a small compact shower. I think it's 900, yeah, 900, and go in just a little so you can get the feel. Yeah, 900 by 900 shower, space saver toilet, little baby sink. But there you go. You got the essential ingredients, and then going back into the utility. Still, the door is, and that's definitely staying on all the designs. So in here now, you can go in, and again you've got a decent run of kitchen, and we've managed to maintain the access to the rear. So that's actually looking quite lovely. So they've got a lot more wall unit this time. Because on this one the wall unit has to stop, so we've almost doubled up on the wall unit, or added another 70 or 80% here. And then the base unit, that's a decent size again. So it's a good size. It's a good size. I think this layout is easily the most popular one. But what I would say is that the shower room is a little bit tight, and these are older people, so they might want a little bit more space. So what I did next was I changed the proportions using the same design, effectively just moving this wall back a bit. We've reduced the kitchen by about maybe 300 mil of unit. In other words, increased the shower, increased the toilet. So now this one is better proportioned. So in fact, this design gives them absolutely everything they want, as in easy access to the utility / larder, keeps the access going to the garden, a decent combined shower, toilet, and then access back into the new room, which now becomes a music room, study room, playroom. And of course, if they wanted, they could still put French doors in here if they wanted to do that, to add even more character to this particular room. But that's the sequence, that's the process. And clients are away on holidays now, so I'll be offering this up in a couple of weeks when I see them, and I can tell you now they're going to go for this one. Because it sometimes you're not quite sure if something works or not, but in this particular case, this is definitely the best outcome. So if I just let me have a little look. If I kind of look at the options again. Right, here we go. Just take one more time, just to summarize. The original Well, you got the original layout here, which was, and then this is the first effort, which is what we do always on the first effort, is try to give them what they want in the most basic way, and then look to see how we can improve on it. So we did that, then we improved on it, and then we improved on it again, as in the layout, and then we looked to get the proportions correct, and that's why we ended up with this one, and this really works as far as I'm concerned. So now that we've solved what we consider the problem of the old kitchen, and put in a utility room and downstairs loo and shower, let's take a look at the new kitchen, which of course is going to be here. It's only fair that I give you a better rounded view of what the project is all about. So for that I need to come up here. So let's just blow this up a little. Here we go. So as you can see our utility room there and our shower room, and this is the new kitchen. Now it's miles away from the actual pictures or photos I showed you earlier in this tutorial, but yeah, so again, lovely smart modern kitchen, and all of this will work very, very well. Statement fridge freezer, a little wine larder on both sides, and then a little wine cooler. You make full use of the chimney breast so that we don't take out the chimneys. We build in the stove. In fact, we're going to repurpose the old stove because it's a really good quality, expensive one. Pop that into the chimney. Sink unit, dishwasher, etc. We're going to use loads of these drawer units, deep pan drawer units, because as you get older, it's much easier to pull out a drawer than it would be to actually get down on your knees and start hunting for stuff, especially on the deep bottom shelves and so on. So the drawer units are fantastic for older people. So on the island we did the same, two large 800mm drawer units, and they're deep, so you get three large drawers there. And decided to put one stool or one chair down here, couple on there. You got your pendant lights in the center. Sink, undermounted stainless steel. They'll have the final choice on the sink, but they might even go for a 1 1/4. In other words, one square and then a little square. But that'll be undermounted to quartz worktop, 20mm quartz worktop, and that's the new kitchen. And as I say, it's a world apart from the old one. So you can see all of this area now has been modernized. So if you'd like to see some 3Ds, let's have a little look here what we've got for you. This is what the new kitchen will look like. This is different, but this is the actual layout based on the plan I've just shown you. So it's again, it's very, very bright and very modern, as you can see, which is a complete contrast to the existing, which was an informal, relaxed lounge. So again, there's some lovely features here with the microwave built in, etc. 20mm quartz worktop, the little wine cooler, the stove that was repurposed, and this is a cobalt blue handleless kitchen, and it's quite smart. So that's your design. So that's the design done. This is actually, this picture here, this is for another kitchen, but we wanted to show a few features that were here to the client to see if they would be interested, and that's what it is. So right, so basically today's tutorial was all about getting the best layout. Now we knew that the client had the old kitchen there. They wanted to redo, put a new kitchen in here with breakfast bar, dining out here. So making proper use of this. And I'm really surprised that you've got a house that's about 130 years old. It's a lovely house, as I say, 1 million plus, and yet no downstairs loo. And of course, elderly people need a downstairs loo, otherwise you're trotting off upstairs all the time. So there we go. That's what we did with the layouts. A little bit challenging, and it was perfect. It's a really great project for young architectural students who want to learn how to design and get the best layouts for a particular project. And this is, in my view, what we've done here. So hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial, learned something, got some value. If you have queries, do leave a comment, and we'll be happy to come back. Happy to come back and answer your queries or comments. So leave a comment. If you have a moment, hit the like button, and if you'd like to subscribe, then you're going to see more projects like this as we get motivated to create more videos. Okay, thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.